nation to go and attend the Salatul Jama'ah. He has the strong resolution to perform the Salah in the Salatul Jama'ah. He got the strong resolution to do so. ولكن الحال دونه حال دونه ودون ذلك. But he was not in a situation to go, right? And he did not go. So he had the strong resolution to go to the masjid and establish the salah. But it was not such. He could not establish, he could not go, right? And he, barakallahu fikum, did not attend the Salatul Jama'ah. The Shaykh Hafidhahullah, he mentioned, he said that this is udhrun shar'i, that he has, barakallahu fikum, what you call a excuse that is a valid excuse. He say, kana bi manzila man salla ma'al jama'a. He is at a level, he is such as in the level of those who have performed the salah in the jama'ah, because he had the strong resolution to go. Right, and this is exactly the word that the Shaykh he mentioned. Why? He will be having the reward of those who attend the Salatul Jama'ah. He say, لِنِيَّتِهِ الطَّيِّبَةِ, because of his pure intention. Because of his pure intention. Now, that shows you, barakallah, if the intention can take the person in a place, a far place, walhamdulillah, in regard to the reward. Having a good intention can make you have an abundant amount of reward, alhamdulillah, even though you might not be performing the action. Having the intention, right? Of course, if the person doesn't have the ability to perform it, but he had the strong resolution to do that action. Na'am, Abdul Rahman. مريضا أو خوفا. Whether he is sick or he is whether he is sick or he is fearful of his life, and he would be excused not to do so. Yep. We come into that. So this was the first situation.
The second situation, will he still be excused?
No, we didn't cover that yet. We say the first situation where the person did not go to the Salatul Jama'ah. This is the first situation. Right? He didn't go. That's the first situation. Why didn't he go? Is that because he feared for his life or he was sick? Now, if this was the individual that used to go to the masjid and attend the Jama'ah, he would be still rewarded, even though he didn't attend the Salatul Jama'ah on that day. Why? Because of the hadith in Sahih Bukhari, where the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, if the servant is sick, إِذَا مَرِضَ الْعَبْدُ كُتِبَ لَهُ, he will be written, he will be given the reward. He will be still rewarded for everything that he used to do of good when he was healthy and resident. So this was the first situation. Why will he be rewarded? Number one, he has a very strong resolution to attend the salah, but he was prevented because of a legislated what? Excuse. It's talking about what is the ruling of someone that did not go to the Salatul Jama'ah. So now he broke them down into two situations. This is the first situation we talked about. You got it? Barakallah. Now wal-halu thaniyah. Now the second situation of a person abandoning the Salatul Jama'ah. Right? Because a person can do an action. You ain't going to just rush and jump and give a ruling. Right? He can be fitting in somewhere. This is why a student of knowledge, barakallah fi, when a question is asked to him, he will not just jump and give one answer. He will first and foremost backtrack a little bit and look at every possible issue that could be there. Let's say if I would have asked, what is the ruling of a person wearing amulets? Right? What's the ruling of a person wearing amulets? Right? Is the person wearing amulets, is he a kafir? Now don't jump and say he's a kafir. But rather you kind of, backtrack a little bit and look at what are the possibility. Why is he wearing the amulets first? But not for you to, barakallah, you just jump, oh, he's a kafir, it's done. No. Then you will make a lot of Muslims kafir. And then what he's doing is better than what you're doing. Because a person can wear the amulets not believing that Allah is, not believing that the amulet's protecting him. But he can believe that Allah is protecting him by way of the amulets. That is not the kuffar. That is not the mushrik. But that is what? That is an innovation. And that is, barakallah fikum, also you will say this is also a way to kufr and shirk. But a person also on the other side can wear the amulets believing that truly this amulet are protecting him from dying. So that is what? A complete, clear, cut, and altered kufr. Crystal clear, cut, and altered kufr. Why? Because he's believing something is protecting besides Allah. If your person believes that this barrel of water is going to protect him, that's kufr. But if a person believes that Allah will protect him by way of this barrel of water, هذا لا يعتبر كافرا. You cannot say he is a kafir. He is a mu'min, balakin naqisul iman. His belief is very, very weak. Right? Fahimtum? No.
Also, is a consideration whether the person even knows whether there is an amulet. He might be wearing the amulet and not even knowing that it's an amulet.
Right, that also is a possibility. That is also that's a possibility. And I'm going to give you an example. Allahu Akbar. Barakallah fi for the brother bringing this. There's one day, right, in Ramadan, there's a brother. And I seen him wearing those rings, right? Because of knowing his background, I could tell he doesn't know what he's wearing. Right? Knowing his background, I knew that he doesn't know what he's wearing. It was a style and he liked it. And that's what I was thinking. So I asked him, I said, Akhi, barakallah, how you doing, man? What's this and the third? What about, I like this thing. You know what I'm saying? Just try to find I like this thing. What's up with this? What is it for? What is it for? He said, no, I seen it. I liked it. I like the style. It looked nice. I got it. I say, Akhi, to tell you the truth, this is not permissible to wear. And when I tell him, he was shocked. He was shocked that this is something that the people of sihr will use. He say, what? I say, you better remove it. Because I know your intention is not so. But because, number one, you got to protect the other Muslims from falling into having evil thoughts about you. That's number one. You got to protect the Muslim from having to see anything that could possibly trigger them having a bad thought about you. You got to protect your Muslim brother in that. Number two, you cannot resemble the actions of the polytheists. Fahimtum? You cannot resemble the actions of the polytheists. For instance, many people will they see something of an artwork, a calligraphy work, right? That say Allah or Bismillah. It is written very nicely, right? And they will buy it and hang it on their cars, right? Or they see a nice paint that have a nice calligraphy about Ayatul Kursi. They love it and they put it on at their homes. They don't even know what's the ruling of that. They just meant to decorate it. Now, alhamdulillah, when we see that, we ain't going to jump or say, oh, you seeking protection from this? La. This is kufr. La. But rather, we'll ask first, Akhi, why is this situation? Why is that? Now, if upon them giving you the answer, well, alhamdulillah, you'll be able to what? To see what angle you're going to come and tell him or her, whatever is that they need to, alhamdulillah, implement, they need to understand. Right? So therefore, it is not just for a yes or a no sometime. And alhamdulillah, when we listen to the scholars being asked questions, barakallah fikum, some of the questions they will not just say yes or no, but rather they will give you some hal. And if you have accustom yourself in listening to Shaykh Ubaid al-Jabiri, you will always hear him say this: Awalan, Thaniyan, Thalithan. First of all, second of all, And thirdly, now he's breaking these things down for every single possibility that is there. If you listen to Shaykh Salih al-Uthaymin kadhalika, he will break it down in a way that barakallahu fikum, you will understand that if this happened, then this will be the situation. If this is the case, then this will be the ruling. Just like what Shaykh Salih al-Fawzaan is doing. He's talking about the one that does not attend the Salatul Jama'ah. Now, or is everyone attending the Salat, not attending the Salatul Jama'ah in the same bag? No. You have those that never attend the Salatul Jama'ah. Are they ruling like the one that he missed the Salatul Jama'ah for 5 days because he's traveling? Or because he's sick? Or because he fears for his life? La, they are not the like. Right? Yeah. So the second hal, al-halu thaniya, أن يكون أو أن يكونوا تختلف عن الصلاة مع الجماعة لغير عذر. The second situation is the individual abandoning or not attending the Salatul Jama'ah because of no excuse. He is not establishing the Salatul Jama'ah. He doesn't have no excuse. No excuse whatsoever. I'm watching the soccer game. Today is the final. Right? What was the game? Who was playing again, the finals? France and who? And Croatia. Right? Oh, I'm watching the game. I ain't gonna make it tonight. Today at the masjid. Or there is a fight, right? What's his name again? Mayweather is fighting tonight. I ain't gonna come to the masjid. Or LeBron is, there's the north, the east coast and the west coast they have in a conference, right? I'm gonna watch the game. I gotta watch it today. Excuse me. Now this is not the same as the individual that is sick or in fear for his life. These two situations are not. So the person not attending the jama'ah لغير عذر, without no valid excuses. No valid excuse whatsoever. Now listen to this very carefully. فَإِذَا صَلَّى وَحْدَهُ, if that person pray by himself, تُصِحُّ صَلَاتَهُ عِنْدَ الْجُمْهُورِ, that his salah is sahih, is correct. And this is the opinion of the majority, meaning the majority of the ulama. His salah is sahih. His salah is correct. His salah is correct. His salah is correct. Can a person be praying and sinful at the same time? Can a person be praying and be sinful at the same time that he's praying? Huh? You say, mm-hmm. How? How? Huh? How? Abu Khalilu? Ahsanta. Very good. A person praying, dragging their pants, they are sinful at the time they are doing it. So the person he's praying, right? He did not attend the jama'ah without no excuses. He don't have no excuse whatsoever. His salah is sahih. His salah is sahih. His salah is correct. ولكنه يخسر أجرا عظيما وثوابا جزيلا. But he loses a lot of reward and an abundant amount of reward, a great amount of reward. He is missing out he loses a great amount of reward. Why is he missing out a great amount of reward? Hassan. Right? And then? And then? And then?
Was not done according to the sinner.
Very good. Because the superiority of the Salatul Jama'ah, the virtue that the Salatul, the congregational salah